This a bad man tune. I promise you. This shit lit, cuz. This shit lit. Alright? Run that joint.
Niggas looking for the life. Me and my niggas prepared for the dog. Yeah. So we gon' get it on for the last days, nigga. You already know what it is. 140 for the rubber.
They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop ball. I die for, I let my colors fly, ball. For a nigga take me, they a drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop pig. Say he cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did to Billy go rough. Little bitch, think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. I'm from the city where they say about that ribbon like petty poops. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from some hillbill move. He made, my they feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze on Run West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet, that's my enemy. A little nigga, this that cult, need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup, I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it'll never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Tell them niggas good night, here come the bitch. Look, told them niggas get right or get left. UPK, bad man, I pin to your flesh. Hellboy, rip the soul out of dead man. Shit, got the rate, the power, I been the showstopper. Yeah, they might hate, but I know they gon' watch. Zone on lock, and you know the flow prop. Iced out, got the drip out of David Jones lock. Know I got the plan, they say that you the man. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one you heard about. Burn down the building, let them all watch. Throw that one west up, then I swerve out. Sick with this shit, I do not need a detox. He don't watch a step, blow him out them Reeboks. We taking over, I'm sending the word out. Can't see me, little nigga, I put you in a bird box. Look, it's One West practical, gladiator, maximal. Creep on them slow, but that Glock 5 rapid on. All I want is more power, more straps to blow. Ain't got excuse for no car, he gon' have to go. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out.
Yeah, are the Matrix? Sham Jeezy, Haratia. When me say UPK, UK. Well anyway, we there a whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Time in Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this pan the ends. Every man a try be the next pan the ends, dog. We fly out and one bends pan the ends, but we die out and more dead pan the ends. Where me come from, you lucky if you live long. They in a the war zone, but I no Pakistan. A the place where you juvenile a the big man. Graver, you do time, brother, pick one, yo. Man a fi bleach, but I never zone. A the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy, them response. You we dead if you a Christian, devil them strong. Me say, but it's a trick done. Them one we fall down in a the quicksand. Me kill a them where they a London, England. Teach me say the white man him is a trickster. The same struggle man a face in a Kingston. A same struggle them a face in a Trinidad. All the way I go to Birmingham, Brixton. The link strong, it no matter what the distance. Hey, boom. We there a whole a rent span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Time in Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this pan the ends. Every man a try be the next pan the ends, dog. We fly out and one bend span the ends, but but we die out and more dead body them. Once upon a time round ya so did nice, full of vibes, man I play football, shoes aside. If I no football, you like one go shoot the dice. But everything change when me nigga lose him life. Proof of crime, a certain black coffee gets scrutinized. Check every taxi on the route I drive, them youth I ride, them took a knife. Man have to sleep at the and shoot a night. And watch your head back, you never know what over time round ya no safe again. Watch out for the hate of them, and the traitor them, and the fake friend dog, the acre tens. No solution for make amends. Babylon says ceasefire, but we nah no faith na them, a sake of them. Make the crime rate so great again, and Jamaica red hot like the equator belt, Jamaica bread. Cause you never break no red. With the ghetto youth them, you send the Terminator them dad. So man a fi wall a rem span the ends. Me and my dog them a wall a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pa we head span the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends dog. We fly out and one bend span the ends, but we die out and more dead span the ends. Lucky if you live long, they inna the war zone. But an upper Pakistan is a place where you juvenile are the big man. Pray for you do time, brother, pick one dad. Man have to bleach, but I never zone. At the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy, them respond. You be dead if you a Christian, devil in strong ends. A trick done, them want we fall down in a the quicksand. Me kill a them where they are London, England. Teach me say the white man name is a trickster. The same struggle man a face in a Kingston. A same struggle them a face in a Trinidad. All the way go to Birmingham, Brixton. The link strong, it no matter what the distance.
Chemistry cards.
Yeah. 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived, they don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory, they don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious minds, they inquiring. Warrior with the hands, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end gon' be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Payback in every breath, plus revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. And I ain't never lukewarm. Shit, I blazing in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I'm feeding. And I been walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas barely breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas baby fat soft. Better bear witness or back off. I be ripping shit like sackcloth. Dumb dogs all barked out. My hymen say I cup full. No room for emotion, so I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down to suffer. Flow so deep, it'll drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah? Well, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. No rank me, no head, and I ain't leaving this body to live and sleep in hollow. So when they ask I'm UPK, you tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing, gotta execute me. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, and Alana, she so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies, and they daddy far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about this shit I used to do in that 98 Navy, the tan leather seats. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was bitter, the lies are sweet. Tried everything, I guess me and Johanna had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day that they lie with a man, they better bring me bloody bed sheets. Chaos match the time, this Glock match my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take him out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check, 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. Shit call me 47, praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame, ask why, tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign, loyal to the king. I walk that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king, them devils can't have me, bitch. I'm loyal to the king. That's right. Bring that hot flame, UPK, loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign, loyal to the king. I walk that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king, them devils can't have me, bitch. I'm loyal to the king. Bring that hot flame, UPK, loyal to the king.
Okay, shalom. You know what I mean? There on the end, Captain Bashak Mayum. You know what I mean? On the end, 146 episode. You know what I mean? I got a special guest for everyone today. You know what I mean? Look out for that. Big up to everyone in the chat. You know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe. Big up to Nakapaya One West. You know, and big up to Barak Ya Allah. Big up to Sha'ara. You know what I mean? Everyone like, share, subscribe. Also, contact the number 079 607 46784. 079 607 46784. Like, share, subscribe. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Periscope. You know what I mean? All of that, man. So make sure you make sure you like, subscribe. Also, contact number 079 607 46784. We got loads of programs in the school, food program. You've got food programs, drug programs. Just contact the number, and then we'll let you know. Just 1 second, Akim. Yeah, I'm getting this man. So lucky. I'll put my picture on WhatsApp. of me being a trooper. I got getting gunned down. It was laughing at me. So luck, yeah. You know what I mean? So make sure you contact the school. Who we got here? Officer Dongle Boy. Going Dongle Boy. You have how's it going? You know what I mean? So make sure you contact the school. The class is Monday to Friday, 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW, 7 to 9 p.m. You know, make sure you log in, man. Make sure you come through, ask your questions. You're Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. Make sure you ask your questions, man. It's Lucky Dongle Boy. What feast days you got for them?
So we got the feast, the dedication coming up, man. We got that coming up December 8th, I believe. Coming down to that, 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. We're going to have the food, the drinks, the brotherhood. Come on down, man. Then after that, we also have the Lord's Passover, which is in Durham, North Carolina.
That's right.
Come on down to that. Find out how to get to the Passover, man. Listen, we make the trip every yearly. Lord allow, we make the trip this year too, man. We're going to make the trip this year. Also pay your Passover fee. You can pay it online. Also start putting money aside for your flights. Put money aside for your flights. Now it might be expensive, but obviously this is your burden, man. You come on down and you put your money aside. Right, listen, the flights right now is not that expensive, but you spend this on an iPad and the new iPhone. How about you spend this to keep the Lord's feast day, man? That's what you should do.
That's right.
Forget the iPhone 15. It does the same thing as the iPhone 6. How do I know? Because I've seen both of them. The iPhone 6 and 7 and 8 they all do the same thing. They all have a camera. They all have a white button in the middle. They all the battery dies after every hour and every single one of them, man. They all update the software every 5 minutes and nothing changes. How about you just keep the iPhone you got and put that money aside to making it to the Lord's Passover, man? The iPhone don't change your life and the iPhone don't change. But what does change is you coming in the ISUPK. That's you change your life, man. That's what you should come and do. Forget the new iPhone. Put that money to them flights, man. iPhone 1 does the same thing. iPhone 2 does the same thing. They're all the same, so lucky.
iPhone, your phone, my phone, it don't matter. Phone home. Yeah, but since I'm a thumb.
What's
going on?
Say again? Dunga was hitting my feelings. Dunga was hitting my feelings because I just cut the new iPhone.
Oh shit, you got it. And is it any different? Is it any different?
What happened was I got the 14 and I thought I might as well wait next month. Send back the 14. Get me? So the 15 she's coming tomorrow still.
Don't go about saying, is it any different? Don't go about trolling hard, man.
What was the 14 and the different to the other one?
Now, I don't want to say, to be honest. I'm just an iPhone brother, that's all. You get me? What, my preference. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So,
what we do?
Let's go into some stories, man. In the UK, in Europe, Slovakia, there's a plague going around, man. If you thought coronavirus was something, if you thought monkeypox or something, guess what? The Lord ain't done. The Lord ain't finished with Europe, man. The Lord now is spreading bedbugs, man. And all these oppressors. It started off in France. It's making its way to England. It's made its way in the London Underground. And all the hotels in France are throwing all their mattresses away. So it's spreading like wildfire. They're not sure what to do. And this is the Lord, man. The Lord's going to spread more plagues and more plagues, man. You know what I mean? This plague started off in France. What people don't know is France enslaved blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, man. I know France sounds so innocent because, French are known for the French bread and the croissants and the chocolate.
What are the baguettes?
God. So you're thinking, how can the French be so, why would the Lord do this to the French, man? The French are nice system, man. The French enslaved the brothers in Guadeloupe, man. Martinique, man. Haiti, man. Put a muzzle on them to stop them from eating cane. Whip their backs. Listen, the French ain't so nice, man. You see the French in the Eiffel Tower and they look so peace and nice and romantic. Imagine that. The French are known for being romantic. Where was the romance when we was getting muzzled, man? Where was this romance when black people was getting their backs whipped, man? And this is why the Lord's plaguing them, man. This is why France is going for it. Russia's going for it. All these oppressors are going for it, man. Because the Lord ain't happy. So luck, yeah. If I could play this video real quick, Bumble Shaw.
He's
a scare in Paris, France.
Can everyone hear it?
Well, after causing a scare in Paris, France, French bed bugs have now invaded the London Underground. The Mayor of London has said the possibility of bed bugs on London's public transport is a real source of concern.
Yeah, so
Well, according
the bed
to
bugs,
Sadiq
the
Khan,
bed bugs taking the subway.
the situation.
The bed bugs getting on the subway.
The bed bugs got a ticket, they got Oyster card. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
And this is bad because crazy because if you're from London, the subway, the underground is the main part of transportation. It's more popular than taking a bus, more popular than a train, and that's where they are, man. That means they're gonna be everywhere. You know, if it's in someone's car or something, then you might can escape. But it's on the subway where everyone goes, man. You get from North London to South London in 10 minutes using that subway, man. And the Lord put them there. It's only gonna spread, man. It's gonna end up all over Europe, man. So lucky, sir.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Yeah, go ahead. Let me play some more of it out, please.
Come on.
Protocol. A video that has been doing the rounds on social media shows a bed bug on a passenger's leg on the Victoria line in London. Well, there are fears that the infestation could have travelled further north in the UK. Bed bugs are often transported in luggage, secreting themselves in travellers' suitcases and on clothing. There's often an increase in July and August when a lot of people are on the move. According to the pest control company Rentokil, from 2022 to 23, the UK has seen a 65% increase in bedbug infestations. But what's more worrying is that they can spread rapidly. A female adult can lay up to 10 eggs a day. This means over 300 eggs over a lifetime. This means that the only way to control the infestation is prompt detection and taking swift and effective action. Well, bedbugs are small, reddish-brown, wingless insects. Usually their bites clear up without treatment in around a week. They're not known to spread disease, but they can cause an allergic reaction, of a severe skin reaction in some people. Bedbugs are about the size of an apple seed, and they come out at night to feed on their preferred hosts, humans.
It's like I said, I don't want to hear any more of that.
We said the preferred host is what?
Let me go back. I didn't catch that.
The last part. He said they come out at night to feed on their preferred host.
Right, to feed on their preferred hosts, humans.
Humans. Okay. And then I don't even think this devil know what he's talking about. You can leave it up on the screen. You don't gotta kill it because, of course, just if anybody jump in and watch the stream, they will know what we're talking about. You could leave an image or something up on the screen. I think them things spread something called Lyme disease. I might be wrong. Or is that ticks? I thought bed bugs do carry. They could carry something.
Come on, I believe the bite ear and stuff and suck blood. I think that might be ticks. One of them, either way, ticks. I don't want neither.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's all them Hamites they letting in on. That's right. All them Hamites they like. I'm sure, brother. Just Google and see. Somebody Google for me, even if it's in the chat. Just Google and let me know if any one of them Hamite countries that known for, migrating to France, like Morocco, Algeria, who else is big France? Nigeria, Ivory Coast. If any one of them have bedbugs outbreak.
That makes sense as well because a lot of them African countries are French, like Senegal and Congo and that. They probably
check and see if they have a bedbug outbreak.
Go on.
Anybody find anything?
La'asa, put Senegal. I don't think they do.
Let me see. Let's put bed bugs outbreak in Africa. Yep. CNN report.
Yep.
CNN report, October 6th, 2023. That was what, 3 weeks ago?
Call on, Kyle.
Let me beg you the screenshot. Let me beg you the screenshot. All right, this is CNN. 2 North African countries introduce measures to limit risk of bed bug infestation.
That's disgusting.
Morocco and Algeria have introduced measures to limit the risk of bedbug infestation as France reportedly grapples with a surge in numbers of the blood-sucking insect. So they're doing it on the back of the outbreak in France. You know what I mean?
So
like
linked.
they say again?
So it's linked.
Well, okay, it seemed like they're trying to prevent it. You understand? They say they introduced measures to limit on as France grapples with the surge in numbers. But where did it come from? That's where you got to look at. So if they're looking at, stopping it coming into their country as much, they understand that they have, Hamites going back and forth to France. So hell, we got to really see where it is, they come from. Look at these nasty mother effers here, boy. Damn, and all these little kids. All the little kids on the right-hand side. Good night. I know it's dinner time for some of y'all, but we're going to ruin it for you. It's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? And that's all them are signs of the times, man. All them are signs of, what's going on. Signs of what's, what's on the horizon. You know what I mean? Christ did say in the end days there's going to be wars and rumors of wars, famine and pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. You know what I mean? He did say all of that. So to be, imagine you big, first world France, you have an outbreak of bed bugs. You can't even control the shit. You know what I mean? And then you have England where the damn bed bug taking the subway. Bed bug riding the tube all over Mother England. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy, yeah. Like, that's amidst everything. People might look at this as a small thing, but it's for sure pointing in the right direction for us. You know what I mean?
Come on, kind of. For me, it's this might seem small, but this is just one of the few plagues the Lord's bringing, man. When you read the Bible, the Lord gave them Hamites hemorrhoids and stuff, man. You know what I mean? Give them all types. Well, this is how the Lord works, man. You might think, it's just an outbreak. This is how the Lord works. Listen, the Lord made locusts eat up all the crops in Egypt. You know what I mean? That's just when you see petrol prices going up, when you see famines and the cost of living and food costing a lot of money, that's the same thing, man. The Lord destroyed Egypt's source of food. You know what I mean? Without crops, you can't sell food, you can't buy food, you can't eat food. The Lord destroyed their money, man. And the Lord did the same thing today in 2023, man. Businesses are closing down like crazy because of COVID-19. You know what I mean? The cost of living's gone up because of COVID-19. The cost of petrol gone through the roof because of the war. You know what I mean? Cost of living's gone up. Gas, electric, all these things are gone up, man, because of the war. And the Lord did the exact same thing in Egypt. He messed with their money. He messed with their economy, their food supply, everything. He turned the river Nile into blood, man. Without water, listen, your cattle, without water, your cattle need water.
Right.
You know what I mean? If your cattle need water, that's no lamb chops. You can't sell that lamb. You can't sell them ox. You can't have leather because leather comes from cows. You can't have milk. Why? Because milk comes from cows. You can't have crops. Or the Lord turned, when we read the story of Exodus, we just say, he turned the water. But listen, the Lord was crippling the economy, man. Without water, they couldn't sell wheat and grain and make bread. They couldn't have leather. They couldn't make. They couldn't have milk. They couldn't sell meat. All these things the Lord has messed with, man. And the Lord's doing it today in 2023, man. You gotta keep your eyes open, man. You know what I mean? You find yourself the nearest UPK school and get into school, man, and learn these breakdowns. And you know what I mean? Work your way up these ranks, man. Do your 90 days in all black. Talking about all black, I just had a picture of me in all black. So luck, yeah. Literally, I flicked my phone down the bar. I saw it, man. I look young as hell, man. So luck, I'm getting old, man.
That was the good old days, That's the foundation right there. That was foundation blocks right there. You know what I mean?
Let me see if I got it. 1 second. Let me see if I got it somewhere. 1 second. This is the one, you one and only in all black. It's a luck, yeah. A bit of a glare.
Yeah, the glare killing you there. You gotta put that one up. Yeah, let people see how far you come from. Yeah, I mean. Nah, but that's the wild though, because that's it definitely is encouraging for young men. You know what I mean? Because sometimes brothers come in the truth and they forget, you know, that the men above them was, you know, that's where they started. You know, sometimes a young brother, you know, you're shaping him up, you're giving him his orders, he getting correction, he getting checked or whatever. And the young brother might start feeling like, you know, you don't know what it's like to be a trooper. Yeah, I mean, you don't know what it's like to be a young man, because he first time in his life he's under pressure. First time in his life he's being held to a real standard. You know, you don't get that in school, you don't get that on your slavery. You know what I mean? So them is good things to see. You know what I mean? It's that for sure encouraging. You know what I mean?
So you talk about anything you want to add? I see kind of quiet around there, man. You good?
Them bed bugs, man. Listen, you know what? I got a cold against the luck here, but them bed bugs. I'm gonna give you the solution to them bed bugs, man. You want to go to sleep at night? This is the bed bugs come out at night. You want to go to sleep? This is the solution. If you've got bed bugs, you come to the ISUPK where you got no time to sleep, man. Work needs to be done. We got a nation to build, man. Let the bed bugs have the bed, and you come and do the work of the Lord, man.
That's right.
That's the solution, man. Maybe them bed bugs is the Lord saying, "Get out the bed and go do some work, man."
That's right. You're spending too much time in the bed.
That's it.
Good night. Listen, I know he said come to the UPK if you got bed bugs, but please stand outside and, you know, shake your clothes off too. It's a lot.
Come, sir.
Yeah, man. What else we got? What's it looking like?
Okay, so during COVID-19, there was an oppressor that he walked on the Zimmer frame. You know what I mean? And then because he walked on the Zimmer frame, everyone said, "Oh, he's so brave," and he raised money, made a couple mil. You know what I mean?
Walked on a what?
He walked on his Zimmer frame. He walked from one end of the garden to the next end of the garden. Zimmer frame, what old people use. Walker. Like,
oh, okay. We just call it a Zimmer frame.
Zimmer frame. That was a Zimmer frame.
Zimmer. Who's got his keys to my Zimmer frame?
So he walked from one end of the garden to the other end of the garden. Poor Dungabar was getting fucking dragged on the internet. Dungabar was like, so, you know what I mean? Everyone was like, "Oh, he's so brave." Dungabar was like, he's walking on the Zimmer frame. That's like doing a bench press and a man spotting you. And the Edomites in England try to drag Dungabar through the mud, but it's luck, yeah.
I think I'm still
so anyway, you got blocked?
Yeah, again?
Yeah, they blocked me off the news, man. They took me off there.
For real?
Whoever the admin is, they blocked me. I can't see that channel again.
Listen, like you ain't allowed to say nothing about these oppressors at all, or hold them to any standard. That's what I'm realizing. You can't hold them to no real, you know, standard, like how they would, you know, do with us. Like we would glory in our own people, and they would turn around and say some nonsense like, you know, he getting help or he on welfare or some old nonsense. You know what I mean? They would say some nonsense, but if some oppressor walking on a damn, you know, contraption, scooting around his yard, is he out in public?
Dead now, but it was in his back garden. It was
in his back garden.
His back garden, yeah, just from one end to the other, and that was so brave. He got knighted as well. His name is a sir now. He got knighted because of it.
He got knighted because he walked around his back garden.
The queen at the time the queen was alive, and she thought it was so brave and courageous.
Nah. I already know it's that. I know exactly what's that. That was Mr. Mention. That was the queen outside manor. And she decides she gonna bless him before he go. Because for the life of me, why else would this woman come all the way down to some old devil back garden to make him a knight? Nah, there was somebody in the bedroom. There was somebody in the bedroom. That's an old school joke. The old school people gonna know about that. or there was that whole rumor of a man. Sometime they had caught a man coming out of the palace or climbing through the window, and the whole rumors was that he was in there soiling the royal fabric of somebody in there. So now we know who it is. Zimmer. The Zimmer frame.
So this man got loads of peas. He was his hero for his country. And guess what? He died one day. And guess what? His daughter stole all the money, man. This money was made to go to charity. His daughter stole it, man. And try to act like, oh, no, I thought it was mine. So that's the story I'm getting into now. Just 1 second.
Moore has confessed
it was
pocketing £800,000.
Like I said,
it was a GoFundMe.
It was everyone, to see him to see him walk. People paid money, and the deal was he would give it to charity, and he raised about $2 million. And his daughter pocketed 800,000 of it.
Damn.
Sir Tom Moore has confessed to pocketing £800,000 from books that he'd written. The NHS fundraising hero wrote 3 books. In one, he says they were a chance to raise more money for the Captain Tom Foundation. Now Hannah Ingram Moore insists her father wanted her to keep the profits in an interview with Piers Morgan. She's also addressed her £85,000 salary as CEO of the charity in the interview that's set to air tonight.
Did you feel any qualms being paid from public donations?
No. I should have said no.
What would he be thinking now, looking down on what's been happening to you? Articulate how it's been for you.
Utterly devastating.
Wait, hold on. Why he had to be looking down? Why he can't be looking up? Why he can't be looking up? Why he had to be looking down on somebody? Like these devils, boy. Like his daughter is a goddamn crook, and he's a crook. And he looking down though. He gets to look down. But Mark Duggan, he got to look up.
That's
Rashawn
right.
Charles got to look up. But these devils, they get to look down. This broad paying herself £85,000 a year. Brother, I'll talk like I am. Brethren. Jeez. 85K. Damn. Go ahead, please.
Like, why should we care about their country? They don't care about it themselves, man.
No.
Her dad loves his country, and he should love his country. He's British. This is Britain, and he loves it so much that he did voluntary work and raised money for it, man. But his daughter don't care about the country. She stole it for herself. So as a black man, why am I getting my limbs blown off, man? So lucky, why am I fighting in their army? Well, why am I trying to sing the national anthem of God Save the King and so forth, man? I mean, this country's been nothing but horrible to my people anyway. And guess what? The people of the country don't love it themselves, man. If she loves this country like she's supposed, to, she should have donated that money to the NHS like her father requested, man, in his books. But even she don't care about her country, man. She cares about her own belly. So black man, Hispanic man, what are we doing in the army, man? What are we doing in the church on Sunday? Banging the tambourine, talking about this is a light of mine, and help England and God love England. They don't care about the country themselves, man. So lucky.
So is she gonna give the money back? Like what's her plan?
She said she believes he would have wanted for her to have this money, even though his book said otherwise. His book said he done it for the NHS. He done it for to raise money for COVID. And this really, imagine that she believes that we, or not me. I didn't fund, but she believes the public owes her this money, and the public should fund her life. Greedy, man. So lucky, man.
So lucky. If I could real quick, and she came on there and she goes, he wanted me to have this money. And she said, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have took the donations. So if you really was sorry, you would give the money back. And this is what oppressors have been doing for years, man. Black people ask for reparations and all they say is sorry. And she's doing exactly the same thing that they do, man. Whenever you ask for something physical, all they give you is a sorry. Listen, man, sorry. The word sorry doesn't undo the damage you've done, man. Sorry doesn't undo the £800,000 you've took out of poor people's pockets. And this is the problem. People in this country give money to foolishness. I don't know if you've seen that next story where those 2 black athletes got pulled over falsely by the police. And the police officer said that they lied and said, we pulled them over because we smelled cannabis. And then those 2 white police officers got fired for pulling over the black athletes. And then today, I seen in the news today that those 2 police officers that got fired, people set up a GoFundMe for them, and they've raised 50 grand already for the police officers. And this is just our life, man. Everybody hates us so much that they're willing to fund 2 corrupt police officers, man. Whereas if it was a black police officer, no one ain't giving him nothing, man. And this is our life. This shows where Great Britain is today. Listen, it ain't changed since the times of the Windrush, even from that Free Little Birds program from the other day, man. Did you see all of it in the end?
Listen, don't ruin it. I'm
you got it. Don't worry. Let me be quiet.
Episode 4. Wait. I'm at the part here. You watched it all?
Yeah.
I'm at the part where he steals the pod. Now. Don't go anything further than that, okay?
Listen. I already state my case on that damn show already. I already called it from the beginning, but I ain't gonna say no more. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, what she did was vile. First off, that's a charity, right? That's like a non-profit, like donations.
Come on.
Right. How come there is no audit into the whole non-profit if that's the case? Like an allegation of stolen funds supposed to have that. And okay, they have something called fraudulent conversion or unlawful. Is either unlawful or illegal enrichment. You could look that up. Look up the definition of unlawful enrichment. Unlawful enrichment or unjust enrichment. All right. And that's exactly what, it looked like what she did. You know what I mean? And they're talking about, they're going to have her on P.S. Morgan later and talking about it. The fact that the public knows what happens now, they're going to give her more money. Mm-hmm. They're not going to, kick off and act like, what she did was wrong. They're going to give her more money. I'm explaining why. The reason they're going to give her more money is they're going to look at her as somebody who got over on the system. You understand? They're going to look at her as somebody who finally beat the system, and she should get to keep it all because the British government and the royal crown have been oppressing people, even their own. And they oppress their own so much that they would plot and scheme to take anything. They're a bunch of thieves anyway, the whole lot of them. But because of how they run and everything, and everybody's so pressed and have to stay, your car have to be this small, and your house have to be this small, and a taxi on the TV and taxi on this, and everything is just cramped up. Meanwhile, you go to Buckingham Palace, you walking up to the damn gate, you like you walking on an airport landing strip. They got so much space and land. The doors is big, huge, like your whole house. To open the door to go in there. They live in fat and lavish while everybody else suffering and poor. The public gonna look at this like, man, she got over on the government. They're gonna start saying, I'm gonna set up a GoFundMe too. I'm gonna make up a charity and set up this thing right here so I could get money too. You understand? That's how they're gonna carry it. You have unjust enrichment.
Go on, I got it here. It says the law of unjust enrichment deals with circumstances in which one person is required to make restitution of a benefit acquired at the expense of another in circumstances which are unjust.
Exactly. That's it. You understand? Like that what she did there is unlawful enrichment, where she done benefited at the expense of somebody else in a dishonest way. It was absolutely dishonest. If it was honest, then everybody would know what the hell was going on. That's not what happened. She benefited in an extremely dishonest way. And brother, it's so much money that, okay, it gives her confidence in her crime or confidence in her sin. Like what she did is no different than the Christians who, eat pork and be part of the LGBTQ community and still go to church. Like regular people would look at that and be like, man, you're supposed to be Christian. How are you doing this? Or even for y'all in the UK where the Muslim population is so high. You see the Muslims drinking, getting drunk, selling pork, smoking. And it's like, you're supposed to be Muslim. And they're like, something, bish, la, 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 whatever, la, la. And they continue smoking or eating the pork. And it's because of that same thing there. Like the money at stake, it emboldens her. So she don't give a damn what the charge is or how she look at. She could afford to be seen as a criminal now. $800,000 she done gone with. Pay herself $85,000 a year. Probably done fortify the whole quote unquote company with the rest of the money, and have a badass lawyer team on deck, and probably paying part of the media to not run the story as a big time story. Like, how big is this story?
I'm not sure how big this one is, but they said it's gonna air. But from what I've seen on that clip, like how Piers Morgan was with her, he was a lot nicer to her considering she's robbed half the world's money compared to how he was with Mizzy that was just doing pranks.
Yeah.
So when it came to Mizzy when he was on there, he spoke to him like he's nothing. Now this woman here, even though she's a thief and robbed 800,000 and was dishonest, he still treated her with some respect. And when it came to Mizzy, he treated him with no respect whatsoever. And he's a child that ain't even robbed £80, let alone 800,000.
Yeah.
And it shows that the way they treat their own people is completely different to how they deal with us. So like I said,
absolutely, you so right. You so right. That's crazy. That is crazy right there.
That's true, you know. So like, what you said back to that, what you said was deep. You know, Mizzy is a little prankster that runs little pranks on people. You know, I mean, fair enough, he's annoying. And Piers Morgan treated him like he's the worst thing on earth, man. You know what I mean? This woman, she's robbed all of England. People from Sheffield and Scotland and all over the UK sending this man money, and she's stolen it, and he even treats her with some sort of respect, man. That's what happens when you know what I mean, when you're an oppressor. You get some, man. What's lucky, man? I want anything else? Anyone want to say on that?
Yeah, nah, that's beyond. That's beyond right there. That's super beyond. You know what I mean? And this is the lesson too. Like how in the Bible say, "Behold, I send you out as sheep amongst wolves," and also the scripture where it says, "If I could get that one, give me not the sheep amongst wolves, but the children of Mammon."
Mammon, yeah?
Yeah, Luke 16. Give me Luke 16.
Okay.
Start at 1. Just give me a little bit. Start at 1.
Luke 16. Oh, so look, you want it?
Go on, anyway, you might as well.
Luke chapter 16 and verse 1. And he said also unto his disciples, there was a certain rich man which had a steward, and the same was accused unto him that he had wasted his goods.
Right. So this is Christ giving a parable. See, there was a certain rich man who had a steward. Right. A steward is somebody you leave in charge, like or a husbandman. Right. Like somebody own a farm, but then you have somebody else who's seeing about everything. So this steward was there, and he was accused of wasting the rich man's goods. Right. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And he called him and said unto him, how is it that I hear this of thee, give an account of thy stewardship? For thou mayest be no longer steward.
Go ahead.
Then the steward said within himself, what shall I do? For my Lord taketh away from me the stewardship. I cannot dig. To beg I am ashamed. I am resolved what to do, that when I am put out of the stewardship, they may receive me into their houses.
Right. So he's saying the rich man done tell him this. Listen, man, you gotta come and run down to me how this thing go, because I can't understand where all this money gone. So now he's saying, listen, the rich man tell him, you ain't gonna be steward no more. So he's saying to himself, how in the hell am I gonna survive and make out and continue? Because I can't dig. To beg, I'm too ashamed. Like, how I'm gonna survive? How will I have people receive me into their houses? Go ahead.
So he called every one of his lords debtors unto him, and said unto the first, how much owest thou unto my lord?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, 100 measures of oil. And he said unto him, take thy bill and sit down quickly and write 50.
Right. So now he go into everybody who owe the master. Everybody who owes the master, he go into them. And he's saying, come here, how much you owe master so-and-so? 100? No sweat. Now you owe him 50. You understand?
Come on, can't say.
Keep going.
Verse 7. Then said he to another, and how much owest thou? And he said, 100 measures of wheat. And he said unto him, take thy bill and write 80.
Right. So you say, take that bill. You owe him 100. Take that bill and write 80. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And the Lord commended the unjust steward, because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light.
You understand? Read that part again. Verse 8.
For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light.
For the children of this world in their generation are wiser than the children of light. What is he saying there?
It's like I said, the base saying that we in the truth are the children of light. In light meaning we got the wisdom of God and knowledge. But the people of this world, they're wiser than us. Like what Christ said, we're that sheep. A sheep is, kind of naive. We're kind and loving. But there's people out there that, that are out there for their own gain, trying to molest children. We're like kind of we just love everybody. Want to make sure everyone's in the truth. Get everyone in. We love our brothers. Wish the best for brothers. But there's people out there that don't have even their best interests.
Go ahead.
We love our family in the world, even though they celebrate Christmas and Easter, but they won't love us back because we celebrate the Passover. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's a certain amount of naivety, with the children of light. The children of light is who would be that good child, the child that obeys the father, does what the father wants, does everything right, and because of that. That child is naive to a point. They'll believe certain things. They'll go along with certain things because in their nature, there's no guile and there's no craft. You get the point?
Come on.
But the children of Mammon or the children of this world are way craftier. And that's what the parable Christ is saying here. He's saying the master came back and commended the steward. He said, oh, you bright. You ain't slow at all. You quick. I'll give you that. You're evil as hell, but you're smart. Meaning this, the man the steward, he went to everybody who owed a debt and cut their debt in half. And in essence, making them have allegiance to him and loyalty to him. So when he loses his position, he'll have support from them. You get the point? And that's what your Christian leaders do. Your Christian leaders lower your bill. They lower your bill. The law is done away with. When normally you would have to keep Passover, keep the Sabbath. Woman have to be separate when she's unclean. After making a baby, she had to be separate because she's unclean. Divorce is unlawful. All these laws you'd have to follow, but your preacher tell you the law is done away with. So all them laws disappear. All you have to do is pay your tithes and, that's it. You could eat pork, you could eat this. He lowers the bill so everybody loves the preacher. You understand? Everybody would love the preacher because he lowers the damn bill. He's wise. He's like the children of Mammon. And that broad there, brother, she is absolutely wise. Nothing is going to happen to her. If something happens to her, I'll be totally shocked. That would surprise me. She is absolutely wise. She funneled 85 grand as an income. Like she paid herself from the damn charity, and she done guarded herself, build a hedge around her with the rest of the money. They're not gonna be able to do nothing to her. They ain't gonna be able to do not a goddamn thing to her. Because she's operating on wisdom, not the wisdom of the Lord, but being crafty and full of guile and full of deceit and seeking opportunity. She know he was going to die. She see the money coming in. She was plotting since he was on that Zimmer. Since he going around on that thing, Clucks, she is plotting, brother. And it's no different than what you see happening with people in the world. People in the world have a parent who, might or relative or grandparent that on their last, they're going, and all of a sudden people come out the woodwork to position themselves to get things. It's the same thing.
The one that will money.
They want that will money. They want the estate. Or what they think that he have or she have, and they position themselves. She just did it, but she did it better than everybody else. That's all. She did it, and she did it better than everybody else. And because of that, England is going to love her. Watch and see something now. She's gonna get donations into that charity. She set up a GoFundMe now. She's gonna get it because that's what they love. And it's the same thing like what Dumgobar was talking about with the cops. George Zimmerman was able to auction off the gun that he killed Trayvon Martin with for $250,000, Zach.
Damn.
$250,000. You understand? Because why? People love that. That's what they love. So they're going to get the support. She gonna get support too. But the children are like me and you, who going out on the street and telling the white man he's the devil. Nah, don't get no support.
Trust me.
You know what I mean? They look at us like we the evil one. They look at us like we stole the money. You know what I mean?
Do it put a pound? Do it put a pound in donation bucket? So like, yeah.
Nah, they they want us gone so they could just continue just being vile and disgusting.
Oh, God.
So like, I'm gonna take up all your time. Man.
No problem, sir. Like growing up in the UK, I talked to the elder brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? They told me how black people would fight for the Asians. The Asians come to the UK, they were scared, man, and black people used to fight for them. You know what I mean? And then later on in life, I heard that the black men even fought for the Irish as well in the 60s. Little that I didn't know was black men even fought for the Muslims, man, in 9/11. In 9/11, the Muslims were getting beaten up. Why? Because the white men would call them terrorists. And because of 9/11, you're terrorists and you're a threat and beating them up. And black people stood up for them as well, man. It shows that black people are so loving and kind. You know what I mean? This ain't my words. A Muslim man here says it, man. At least I couldn't believe it. I thought black people don't fight for everybody. Meanwhile, no one fights for us, man. I'm gonna show you right now.
Not for us. You understand? So we had something in connection with one another. You understand? And we were getting bullied. It was only the black people that was sticking up for us. You understand? So we had something in connection with one another. You understand where I'm coming from? So it's like the white guy used to call us terrorists and you're the reason, 9/11 happened and because of Iraq and so on and so forth. They were cursing us. Anytime we used to get hit or whatever, it was their black kids or whatever, they used to stick up for us. So growing up, I was always around black people. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So as I got to a stage where like, you know what, all of my friends that's around me, yeah, they are black, but they're not Muslim. The only times I'm around Muslims when I come to the masjid. That's the only times. The madrasa, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I think it was Thursday as well, if I'm not wrong. 5:30 to 7:30. That's when I'm around Muslims.
Did you ever ask the madrasa teachers, look, what's your... Because you said, look, you didn't know it's haram at that time.
No.
I do feel, though. I don't...
Look at...
Hold on. Just now. He say, all the other time I'm around black people, but I was not around no Muslims. Like Muslim is a race. I don't know if you picked up that. He was saying I was around black people, but it's only on certain days I'll be around Muslims. You heard that part?
Go on, Conte.
Go ahead, Salakia.
So I will get there as well. I'm picking up piece by piece.
Go ahead.
So the first part, he said that black people stuck up for him, and these black people wasn't even Muslim.
You might want to put him back up on the screen, though.
Go on, Con.
Yeah, just find a part to freeze wherever he's at.
Say it, you're not being...
You could pull it back. Yeah, just freeze it right there. Yeah, that's the word.
So he said growing up with the whole 9/11 thing, black people stood up for him. And other Muslims as well. Not because we were Muslim ourselves, but because black people know how it is to be bullied. And we're so loving and we're so nice. We know how it is to be oppressed.
Yeah.
And we fought for people that don't give a damn about us. So imagine this: we fought for Muslims and we wasn't even Muslim. Fought for them. And when Mark Duggan died, the only people that was marching was black people, man. The only people that was upset was black people. Now Palestine gets hit hard, and guess what? All of like millions of people march in London. Millions of people march, but no one marched for black people. Meanwhile, remember black people fought for Muslims, so all them people there fighting, marching in Palestine. We fought for Muslims, whether you're white Muslim, black Muslim, Chinese, Arab. We fought for you, man. Meanwhile, you don't fight for us. When it comes to Mark Duggan's death, the only people out there is black people, man, and a handful of heathens. But we fought for you. You can't fight for us. How is it Mark Duggan march? Nobody was there, but the Palestine march was full. If I could show you a quick video of the Palestinian march just last week, man. Just last week, man. It had to be at least millions of people there. I couldn't believe it. This is in Palestine. This is central London last week. I can pull that back. This is central London just last week, man.
Damn.
For all the people, and it's gonna be 3 weeks in a row. That has been central London.
Listen, that got to be where the bed bugs coming from, man. That got to be where. Yikes. Well, go ahead, Salaki.
No, the point is making how we fought in the time of the Windrush. We fought for the Irish and even we fight for everybody that's been oppressed, man. Everybody that's been downtrodden. And when we're downtrodden, it's like, ain't my problem. Well, nothing to do with me, man. No one cares about Mark Duggan, Rashad, and Charles, black people dying in the ghetto, police brutality. It's not their problem, man. But they care about their own, though. They care about Palestine. All Muslims care about Palestine. Before this whole Palestine thing was popping off, every time I go camp Central London, there's somebody saying free Palestine with a flag. Even long before what happened recently.
Yeah.
It's a lucky, man. If you want to chime in,
it's a lucky if I could. Now he said that black people used to fight for him, and I remember going to the Windrush march. I didn't see him there fighting for black people, man.
That's right.
The same love we gave them wasn't reciprocated, man.
Right.
Listen, he said black people fought for them, and the sad thing about black people is even at the Windrush march, there weren't even black people fighting for black people, man. There was only about 10 people there, and it shows that our love is in the wrong place, man. This man here said, when he goes to mosque is the only time he's around Muslims, and he goes, all his friends are black. So listen, how come we ain't got none of this Muslim money, man? Where's our petrol station? Why don't you gave a petrol station to one of your black friends and said, you know what?
That's right.
You've been there for me to just have this petrol station, or you've been there for me to have this rental company. Listen, the thing is, what he's saying is he's only around you. Why? Because you're doing him a favor. But when black people need favors, there's nobody there, man. Like there's nobody. Black people can rely on for a favor, man. But all these other nations can rely on black people for a favor. We need to stop doing favors for these other nations. This man said it was black people that was fighting for me. Well, where are you when black people are in need, man? Where are you when black people need solicitors? You should tell your uncles, go be their solicitor for free, man, because, there was a help to me in my time of need.
Right.
They don't do that, man. What they do is they use us, and for the last 400, 500 years, we've been being used by all these nations, man. Everywhere we go, we get used by nations, and we never learn our lesson. We do this, and then we become a stepping stone. They step on our heads and get to where they need to be, and we end up sinking and end up falling further behind, man. And this is why this man's here, a nice podcast with the microphone. If you love black people, give us that microphone. It looks expensive, man. So you got? Are you?
Listen. If I could, we fought for them when we was not good enough.
That's right.
And when I say good enough, we wasn't in a position where we was better than them, or in power, or not oppressed. We fought for them while we were oppressed. Like feel that for a second. Like it's one thing to step in and fight for somebody, when you good, you all right, you tawab. You get the point? It's one thing to be able to do that. But imagine you stepping in to fight for somebody, and at the same time, you blocking on this side, defending yourself.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, we were never in a position like how they in position now. We were never in a position like how they in position now. The mayor of London is one of them. The prime minister is from their community, whether he's Muslim or Hindu or Sikh or what's the other one, Punjabi. It doesn't matter. They are in a position of straight power, and they would not fight for us. Meanwhile, we getting oppressed and looked at them and felt sorry for them while we were getting oppressed.
Right.
The children of Mammon are wiser than the children of light.
That's right.
You understand?
Right.
That's why we need the Lord on our side. Because if it wasn't for the Lord, we will take up everybody's cause and fight for everybody and step in for everybody as if our lives don't mean anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Please, if you could play it back again. I want to hear the part where he says haram, and when he said, black people are not Muslim. I think I heard him say black people are not Muslim.
No, he said the black people that were fighting for him weren't even Muslim. But we'll chop up the whole video. We get there.
Yeah,
and we were getting bullied. It was only the black people that was sticking up for us. You understand? So we had something in connection with one another. You understand where I'm coming from? So it's like the white guy used to call us terrorists, and you're the reason 9/11 happened, and because of Iraq and so on and so forth. They were cursing us. Anytime we used to get hit or whatever, it was the black kids or whatever, they used to stick up for us. So growing up, I was always around black people. You understand where I'm coming from? So as I got to a stage where, like, you know what, all of my friends that surround me, yeah, they are black, but they're not Muslim.
Stop right there. Stop it right there. Stop it right there. That's what he's saying. To them, being a Muslim is a race. Because he's about to say, he go into the masjid, and that's the only time he's around Muslims. Black is not a religion. So, the way how you saying, why he didn't say, I was around black people, and only when I went to the mosque, I was around Iraqi people. Because he mentioned Iraq before when they was accusing him of being a terrorist. But to him, Muslim is just the same as a race.
That's right.
And he's making the statement that these guys who are not my race, who are black, was the only ones fighting for me.
That's right.
That's crazy. Let me hear the part with the haram. Go ahead, please.
My friends that surround me, yeah, they are black, but they're not Muslim. The only times I'm around Muslims when I come to the masjid. That's the only times. In madrasa, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I think it was Thursday as well, if I'm not wrong. 5:30 to 7:30. That's when I'm around Muslims.
Did you ever ask the madrasa teachers, look, what's your... Because you said, look, you didn't know it's haram at that time.
No.
I do feel, I don't know, and again, this is not to say you're not being honest, but...
Oh, boy. Crappy, send me that clip, please. Send me that clip, please, tonight. Send me that clip, please. I want to hear the rest of that thing there. So what is he saying? He didn't know it was haram at the time to be around black people?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing with around to be. I'm guessing he's claiming. This is what I'm thinking, saying that the reason why he lived a disgusting life of drugs and gangbanging because at the time I had black friends, and then there was a thought for me. I didn't really want to do this, but them gangbanging niggas was all I knew at the time. I didn't know it was around back then, but that's what I think he's saying. I think he's saying I lived a horrible, disgusting life. Because he talks about I stabbed one time and stuff. So what it was. I didn't choose this life. That's how I was around these disgusting niggas, and I grew to love them. Did they fought for us? That's what he's saying. That's what he's getting at. That's what I believe.
That's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy, brother. I mean, I feel for any brother who joins that religion. It's really a circus. It's a it's a freak show, and it's a circus. Go ahead.
He's saying you can't blame me. I was only at the mosque from 7:30 to 9:30. You can't blame me. I was with these disgusting niggas, but come on, have mercy. I ain't know no better. I think that's what he's saying. It's a luck, yeah.
That's basically, and he's justifying it by saying they were the ones who was fighting for me. When I was getting bullied, they was the ones who was always fighting for me. And once again, they could blame us with all the drugs and the, the crime and whatever else. We are still more just than any other nation on the earth.
That's right.
And we are at the bottom. We experience the most oppression. We experience the most poverty. I don't care what nobody says. You have Gaza and Israel fighting right now. They're better off than the ends.
That's right.
They're better off than the barrios and the reservations anywhere else in the world, brother. Anywhere else, they're better off. That's absolutely crazy, yo. That's mad. That's mad. I need that clip, Ag. I need that clip, brother. God damn, I need that clip, boy.
I keep my ear to the streets, man. You taught me that. You said keep shit, really?
I'm trying to tell you, that was wise. That was wise. God, listen, we had to get on that podcast. We had to get on that podcast and charge that Imam, the Madridasta, and the Masjid, and everybody else. Charge Real Madrid, every Masjid, Madrid, whoever, Madagascar. We charging everybody. You know what I mean? Because that's crazy, yeah. That's crazy. You know what I mean? And these heathens, they know it. They know it. Once again, like there's a woman at the last camp in Birmingham, an Irish woman, and she came up to us and said, she feels sorry for us because she know what her men, the men in her race, would do to us. And she was Irish. And she said that she can't stand the men in her race because of what they would do to us, because when they came to England, it was black people who made life easier for Irish people in England. She said it. She said, I'll say it bold. A lot of people ain't gonna like what I had to say. But she said, y'all made life easier for us in England. And the Irishmen would hate black people so much. She said it. And now he coming here and saying how we fought for them. There was something else I was watching. Was it with the 13 Dead, Nothing Said? Where they was talking about how at the time, a lot of black people would join up with the East Indians and the Pakistanis and fight because the police was, going hard at them. I think it's in that documentary.
Could be. I'm not too sure, but we definitely they joined us. We used to in an Indian man can fight, man. Black man, we used to run the show. We showed them what I go on, man. This is a fact as well. There's more soldiers that volunteered. It wasn't even drafted to be volunteered for World War I and II. We just thought, we're fighting for our mother country than any other colony. Like imagine that. Imagine the Caribbean's tiny, Jamaica's tiny, Trinidad tiny, Barbados tiny, and we love the oppressor so much that we willing to die for him. That we enrolled in the army more than India, a country that is 10 times the size of the Caribbean, man. 100 times the size of Barbados and Trinidad. That's a fact. Australia, these African countries, all these countries that Britain invaded. Nigeria's the next one, and they were fighting for Britain. And we volunteered, man. That's a fact. You can fight. You Google it anywhere that the Caribbean volunteered more than any other colony in the UK. But with that, man, that's a fact. You can Google that. But anyway, yeah, that's it, man. But Khan, it's so bad about Palestine. They love Palestine so much. Yeah, a man went to Sheffield, yeah, and Sheffield they got a cathedral with an Israeli flag on there. This man climbed the cathedral, sir, risked his life, took the flag down, and put a Palestinian one in Sheffield. That's how much love. That's how much love these Palestinians get. You are black people. We don't get that love, man.
No, I didn't want to skip over what you said too. Like what you said there, how Benjamins from the West Indies, and of course, I think you had some Judites in there too. How they say they wasn't drafted, they volunteered. Like the Bible talks about how the men of Israel were very skilled in war and had a desire for war, meaning not to go start some shit, but when it was time to go to war, you didn't have to go, you didn't have to draft people. In fact, it's in our law to tell men stay home. That's how much of warriors we were as a people. It's in our war. You got to go through your ranks and see if it's a young man, if he just got married, if he have business to tend to tell him stay home. not to take him to war. Meanwhile, you have these heathen countries. You got to go force somebody to go fight for you. We are such a better people than they are. We just better than they are. Physically, mentally, spiritually better than they are. Our culture is better than theirs. That's crazy. I did not know that, bro. You mean to tell me we volunteer first and way more than other nations? That's crazy.
Come on, guy. I'm trying to find it now, but that's a clear fact.
That's
clear
wild.
fact. Look at the size of India. India's a big country, man. You know what I mean? Hong Kong, Britain invaded. Probably not at that time. I'm not sure my history is a bit foggy. Nigeria, got all these places that we colonized by Britain that come here now and reap the benefits. Pakistan, and they said the West there wasn't more volunteers than brothers from the West Indies. Factual.
Mad.
You know what I mean?
Mad thing. Mad.
And look at this. Look, this brother this guy risks his life, climbs the cathedral, puts up a Palestinian flag, throw the Jewish one down. And
play it again. Hold on, you gotta play it again. Like, you can't take it off. I miss it. There you go. Pause it right there. Pause it right there. Yeah. So wait, he climbed up the whole thing, rip the flag down, throw it to the floor, and hang the Palestinian flag up.
Khan risked his life, and meanwhile, no one's ever been that length for black people, man. Ever. No, I've never seen all of England talk about Palestine. I've never seen so much love in my life, man. It's something to be a Palestinian, man. Something in this world, something to be a Palestinian, man. The black or Hispanic Native Indian in this world, listen, man. We was born in the wrong race, but in this world, listen, everyone gets love but us, man. But listen, how about some good news for you? There's a black man by the name of Jesus Christ that loves black people, man.
Right.
In the world to come, guess what? He's giving all his up. Listen, don't cry and tell me what about the white man? What about the Chinese and the Palestinians? Look at the love the Palestinians are getting. Imagine this, yeah. You're a Palestinian man, and you're getting bombed all the way in Gaza, and times are hard and everything. But little do you know that all the way in England, you're getting full support, man. That must feel nice. All the way in America, you're getting full support, man. People love you, and people are protesting for you. So don't cry to me when Christ come back and gives black people love only. You're lucky. You've had your love. You're a Palestinian man, and times are hard in Palestine. But little do you know that England is a man climbing a cathedral, man. Climbing a cathedral for you, man. Don't be mad when black people finally get some love in the new kingdom, man. So lucky, yeah, without a yield, man. Anything, I don't know.
And so lucky that, and like you said, man, there's people saying free Palestine, climbing buildings, doing all of these things, which shows that this world loves the Palestinians, man. Whereas when we was in slavery, no one said free nothing, man. The only way black people got free in slavery was by dying, man. Black people would die in slavery, and that to them that was freedom. There's so much black people that said death has to be better than this, man, and they would die to get free. Whereas these people here, the world puts up flags, sends them aid, climbs towers and changes the flag. There's people that's got their car wrapped. Have you seen those cars where people's got the wrap on there that says Free Gaza? They got their whole wrap on their car, man, that says Free Palestine. They got the flags everywhere. And the Palestinians understand that people love them and care about them. Whereas with us, it was just us on our own, man. It was just us and everybody taking advantage of us. And it was with us, we jumping from the frying pan into the cooker. Is that how the saying goes? The cooker to the frying pan.
Yeah, the frying pan to the fire.
The fire. It's like you said, Uncle Bob stays butchering slogans, you know. So like,
listen, but he make it sound better though. The frying pan to the cooker.
It's like I've known Dagobah for years, and Dagobah stayed butchering everything, but it's like
I'm working on
it. Dagobah is a Benjamin writer. He gonna say it how the hell he want to say it. It's up to you to understand it. But Birmingham. Birmingham. We went to Birmingham.
Working on it.
We're going to Birmingham. You understand? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Don't keep saying it, dog. But let everybody catch up. Hell.
From the frying pan to the cooker.
Yeah, man.
So we've gone from the frying pan to the cooker, man. And we keep going back and forth, not realizing nothing's going to change for us, man. The thing is this, us as black people, we should be so grateful that what? God is black and God cares about the Israelites, man. Because outside of that, don't nobody else care about you. Obviously, all these other nations care about each other. They do these strong marches, millions of them walking around and all of those kind of things with flags. They send them money. I said, you know what? I seen a man that eats off the black community put up a thing the other day talking about, if you ain't posting free Palestine, you're not my brethren. I've heard the East Indian man use the word, you're not my brethren. First of all, you ain't our brethren anyway, man. You have to be an Israelite to be our brethren, first of all.
That's right.
So you ain't gonna get no free Palestine flag from me. I couldn't care about what's going on in Palestine, man. Free all those black men that are in jail wrongfully, man. That's
right.
who I want free. All those black men jailed wrongfully, getting longer sentences than everybody else because of the color of their skin. That's who I want free, man. Free those black men in jail, man. That's who I want free.
Yep.
But guess what? This world ain't gonna free them because this world hates black people. But for Palestinians, it's free Palestine and free Gaza and free this and free that. And all these Pakistan. Listen, in town the other day, there was in town the other day, Pakistanis was walking up to people and asking them, who are you supporting? Israel, the Israelis or Palestine? And they're being aggressive with people. And last week in town, a ton of them got arrested, man, for being aggressive because they're threatening people, talking about free Palestine and whatnot. And listen, I got news for you, Pakistanis, man. You ain't even proper Muslims, man. You Pakistanis are really Indians, man. The white man split the land, and that's how you became Pakistan. Go back about 80 years. You was all Indian, man. You're not even a proper Muslim. You're supposed to be Sikh or Hindu, man. If you do the history, thinking you're a Muslim, you ain't a proper Muslim. And that's why one of them Arabs came out on the tape the other day and said, "We don't want to hear from no Muslim, not from no Indian converts." Really, you Pakistanis are Indian converts, man. You ain't no real. You ain't no real Muslim. You're an Indian, and you're supposed to be Sikh or Hindu. And listen, man, I need one of you to come in front of the camp, man, so we can ask you what was your grandparents 100 years ago? Was the Pakistanis or was the Indians? Because there was no Pakistan. You was Indian, man.
That's right.
Where they drew a line through the map and called it Pakistan. Now, if you go back before the split that map, all of you was Indian, man.
That's right.
Every last one of you was Indian, Sikh, Hindu. So listen, man, come in front of the camp so we can let you know that really you're not a Pakistani. We're going to call you Indian from now. Because they hate it when you tell them really you're Indian. Just go back 100 years, there was all Indians, Salaki.
Salaki Dagobah. You know what's crazy? Is what you say is so deep. Growing up in England, yeah, when a black man converts to Islam, Pakistanis look at him like he's not a real Muslim. He's not really he's a convert. But you ain't a real Muslim neither. You're real Muslim. Like, you're looking like, oh, you're a convert, you're not the real deal. But neither are you, man. You go to Hajj or whatever, the Arabs are looking at you like, yo, you're one of us. But why is black people don't know that? So we look up to him like, wow, he's a born Muslim, you know. To be a real Muslim, I gotta be by him. But he's a real Muslim himself, man. Slack you, man.
Now you're right, listen, look like the fool who was just there on the podcast. He said they're black, they're not Muslim. And when he would go to the masjid, he wanted to ask the imam, but it's haram. They don't look at us like Muslim. So for sure, they got to be extremely racist with the converts. And they probably only allow them because they physically could pass. You know what I mean? Like you could just pass for one. But really, you're not the same.
Okay.
I mean, don't go back getting ready to hurt some feelings tomorrow, but somebody gonna lose their rag. Somebody gonna lose their rag tomorrow in the boat ring.
I'm going crazy, man. Well, I got another video with these oppressors said, "Oh man, the oppressors are going crazy. The country's upside down." They said that the British white man, what they call them the Anglo-Saxon white man, declining, and they had enough of black people, they had enough of Pakistanis, and they want us out of their country. So lucky,
they called them the what? They called them the what?
They call him the Anglo-Saxon white man. Give me a minute, Dagobah. 1 second.
Dagobah
In
saying,
Birmingham,
they call him
white
what?
British.
Go ahead.
White people are already a minority in many of our major cities. In Birmingham, white British people only make up 42% of the population. In London, white British people only make up 37% of the population. And if things continue as they are, by 2066, white British people will be a minority in Britain as a whole. Do you want to be a minority?
Salakia. If I may, listen. Oh, Salakia. Got anyone chime in first? I don't know where to start, man. And that's what it is. White people don't want to be you, black man. Black is white man, native Indian man. While we're living life thinking life is cool, white men don't want to be you, man. In America,
Right.
the oppressor don't want to ban guns. Why? He don't want to be you. In our community, the little teenager with the tutu, he runs things. Everyone's scared of him. He's like, damn, I don't want to live like that, man. We're the minority, and we feel, oh, everything's cool. He's like, damn, I don't want to live how black people live. I could never want to be a minority. And look at that. This man got a nerve to say he don't want to be a minority. Meanwhile, he got a nerve to feel like he's being conquered. Meanwhile, he conquered the whole earth, man.
Right.
You conquered many countries. How do you think we felt, man? How do you think them Africans feel when you went to South Africa and made them a minority? How do you think the brothers from North America feel, man? The Gadites, man. When you come to his country and made him a minority, the oppressor likes to treat people badly. Meanwhile, he don't want to be treated badly himself, man. It's lucky without a yield.
And he said he said white British people only make up 42% of the population. Imagine that, man. They make up 42% of the population and they harm 100% of the earth, man. Just imagine if there was more white people, man. Just imagine if there was more white people, man.
Go on, Dom.
Based off their crimes, there needs to be only 2% of white people, man. And then 1% and then none, man. So the earth can flourish and animals can live and the trees can grow and all of those kind of things, man. Imagine there's only 42% of them and they wreak havoc on the whole earth. Just imagine if there was more of them, man. This earth wouldn't exist if there's more of them. There needs to be less of them. And this man right here, where's he doing? Like, where's he doing this speaking?
Canuck.
I think we need to try and get his detail. Listen, we got to get him on the ends one of the days, man.
You've been Canuck before. Canuck's like what, 5 miles away, you know? It ain't too far.
Seems far though when you're driving there. It seems far.
By Warsaw, it ain't too far.
Where is it?
By Warsaw, about 5, 6, 7 miles. Ain't too far. It's not close. It's not far from Birmingham, but I say Birmingham. Not far from Birmingham.
Listen, I don't know what he talked. He said say that what the stats he said that the white man in the UK.
He said the white man is 42% in Birmingham, 37% in London. So in the major cities, he's declining. But I know as a whole in the UK, the oppressor is like 80%.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I just checked that shit up too. I think right now they had what is it? Just about between 75 and 80%. You know what I mean? But that's every country's major cities. Every country's major cities, the main cities you're gonna find more, multicultural, multinational people. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? That's just how it is in a major city, because it's a major cities where everybody coming. People don't come to England to go. What's our old country place in England? What's country? Like serious.
Nobody goes Stoke. Everyone goes to London.
You're not leaving. Georgetown, Guyana to go Stoke.
Oh God.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You don't even know what the hell Stoke is, but you do know Peckham. You do know Brixton. You do know London. You do know, Birmingham. You do know that. You know Nottingham. You get the point? You do know them places. So that's where you're going to go. Nobody ain't leaving there. Once again, you come into America. Are you going to North Dakota? Are you going to go to Wyoming?
Nah.
You don't even know what the hell that is. You go to New York, California, Florida. You go into them places because that's the major cities. That's what's going to attract. In addition to that, the major cities is more expensive to live than the country. White people is not paying them prices to live in them major cities. They rather go live out in the country. That's how it always has been. I don't know what he's talking. You know what I mean? I'm with Dumgo, but we had to go find him. We had to go find him. We gotta go find him and make him break that thing down. Make him make that make sense on camera.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is the other thing. The whole majority minority talk has nothing to do with numbers. Majority and minority is a status. It has nothing to do with numbers. And that's in the Bible. The Bible says Esau is the smallest of all the nations. Yet he's the majority. He's the main one. It says that in the book of Obadiah. It says, ye are the least of all the nations. You are the smallest of everybody. When you look at the whole world, you're the smallest of everybody. But once again, your status, you control everything. You the majority. You the absolute majority. On the slave plantation, who was the majority?
That's right. But in numbers, it was us.
In numbers, it's us. But who ran the plantation? Them.
That's right.
On the slave ship, the majority was us, numbers, but they run everything. They just saw winners, like what the generals always say. They done won and have everything in the earth. And somehow, even being number one, you had to find a problem with everybody else. Yes, that's just how they are. He ain't no different than the Jewish man in Israel right now. They don't got the land. They have the state of Israel, but they have to find some problem with them old poor little dusty Palestinians. Yeah, I mean, I ain't worried about them. I ain't sorry for them, but I do understand injustice. They had to go find some old problem with some old, sand dwelling camel jockey and bully them off the land. Because that's just how you are. You're the oppressor. That's it. You're just the damn oppressor.
I like what he said, sir. They're so winners, man. Imagine you went from 100% to 80 and you're moaning. Imagine anyone would think that you're down to 10%. You're down to 80 and you're crying. Oh shit, we're at 80. 80 is a big number, man. These are black people. Imagine the Caribbean community was like 5%, man. Imagine in England, the black community is 5%, and I think the Caribbean is like 3%. Out of that black, if you exclude Africans or whatnot, like 3 or 2, our Africans are bigger than us. We ain't complaining. Just getting on with it. Do what we gotta do, and whatever the case may be. The Pakistanis ain't complaining. You go from 100 to 80%, and you're complaining. Why? Because you want everything, man. You want every stitch of land, all the money, all the resources, everything, and you don't want nothing for nobody else. Man. You don't want to see a black man even do okay for himself. A black man ain't got to be doing well, just doing okay. You get angry. They don't want to see black people even living. They want everything from us, man, and that's why they are just so winners, like you said, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, okay, look at this here that I found. Hold on. All right. This is the racial population of England being broken down in a graphic over years, like I guess in 10-year intervals, damn near. From 81, you see 95%, just white. Asian small, 91, Asian started to grow 2001. You have other whites. You have white British and other whites. And the Asians done grow to 10%. You seeing it?
Come on, Carl.
The Asians done grow to 10%. Nobody saying nothing. White people done grow. They grow so much. They got to separate the England whites from the other whites. Like, that's how racist he is.
Right.
He got to separate, fish and chips from vodka. You know what I mean? Like, damn, this is your oppressor. This is him. You have British whites and you have other whites. Like, there's no getting along with him, man. There's no getting along with him.
So luckily, let's see if we get one more video, man. or 2. 1 second. Yeah, that one. 2 sec. Okay, let me get a police brutality one real quick, man. This is a brother that Slovakia. This is a brother in Birmingham actually that was headed up by the police. You see the brother in his school uniform. You know, remember down the bar back in the day, you take the blazer off, you got your shirt and tie on. This man was headed up by the police, tight headed up, man. Listen, that can't be in the police handbook. Then tasered too, man. Slovakia, man.
Damn. Oh no.
Stop! Don't fucking touch my son! Fucking stop!
Oh, I already know what's wrong here. I already know what's wrong.
Stop! Don't fucking touch my son! Fucking stop! Behind you! Behind you! Don't fight! Do not move! Don't fight! Film me! What's his asthma? His asthma! Stop! His asthma!
Yo, people, I'm just watching this video, yeah, and I can't believe it. It's a mad thing. Them feds, I don't know.
So like that's the brother giving a commentary on it. But yeah, man, that was a brother, man.
Just back up. You can lead the image up. Just back it up a little bit, and you can lead the image up with the brother on the ground.
Do you want to know though?
Come on, Kyle. So when you said in the news that was a mixed race brother, you know what I mean? Or what the world called mixed race, but his dad's a brother, so he makes him a brother. And look at the police are dealing with him, man. Got him in a full-on tight head, like he's in school uniform. What danger could he be, man? Got no knife on him, he's unarmed. Policeman headlocking him tight. Got the, I thought I was watching UFC, man. Got his arm under his neck. Then they taser him as well, man. And that's how it is, man. Let me tell you something, man. It's like Comanche how they came to the UK a couple of weeks ago, man. He told me himself, man. So when people think of Europe or England, they think of tea and crumpets, man. I was driving the generals through the ends and they told me, said, listen, I'm looking now, I can see the poverty in England, man. The oppressor will display to the world how great his country is. Meanwhile, in that same country, there's black people living in poverty, man. And this is how what brothers go through in these countries. Just like New York, when you think of New York and America, you think of apple pie and Statue of Liberty. No one tells you about Bronx, man. No one tells you about Rikers Island, man. And likewise in England, no one tells you about Brixton. No one tells you about Birmingham and Aston. No one tells you about Mark Duggan. And this is what brothers go through in the UK, man. A child. When it comes to oppressed children, when it comes to Madeleine McCann, they want to find her and make sure she's fine. And England spent over the budget that they were supposed to spend to find Madeleine McCann, who got lost in Portugal 10 years ago. 15 years ago, man. Madeleine McCann will be 20 odd years old and they're still trying to find her. Meanwhile, our children get tasered by the police, man. It's lucky are you.
Yep. Like I was trying to watch the background on the tape to see if there was a brother there, like if there was a man there. But I couldn't tell. It just looked like it was a bunch of women screaming. Was there a man there at all?
No, not that I could see, sir. I can't really tell.
That's what I was looking for, brother. And okay, these oppressors here, brother, they prey on the defenseless. You can't defend yourself or you can't stand up for yourself. They're gonna prey on you. They're gonna turn you into something else. Hold on, I'm trying to see. There was one in the beginning in blue, like right there in the blue. If that's a man or a woman, I can't tell. You see it in the background, it's blue. You have on like yellow shoes or something.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, right there with the yellow shoes on the blue. I can't tell if that's a man or a woman. But like you rightfully saying, brother, They will only look to do this to us, to our children. They would never do this to them. They went to arrest all them Palestinians in the bull ring last week. I guarantee you they ain't tase nobody.
Right.
That's right.
I guarantee you they ain't beat nobody up. They ain't lay nobody down. These is two oppressors in the back of some house, and they're so bold. And this is one thing. Like, we live in such a false sense of reality. They are so absolutely bold to totally violate and abuse this boy. Like, what could he have done to them so much? Like, what could he really have done to them so much? He did not climb up the building in Sheffield and rip down the Israeli flag.
That's right.
Right.
He didn't walk around accosting people. Do you support Palestine? Do you support Palestine? He didn't do none of that.
That's right.
His only crime was being born in a time where these pigs rule over people. These oppressors rule over people.
Right.
Like, that's crazy, and that's very traumatic. This brother is going to need therapy after. They just created a drug addict or alcoholic. They just created a drug addict or an alcoholic. I guarantee you, brother. He is going to be traumatized of the cops right now. He's going to be on edge. He's going to develop a violent streak because of what happened to him. He ain't going to let that shit happen no more. He's going to get so aggressive. And at night when he's alone, he's going to have to self-medicate to be able to go to sleep, to be able to sit still and be okay with himself. Especially for a man, especially as a man doesn't have that type of he's not made up to take violations well. A man doesn't he doesn't like getting robbed. He'd rather fight and get punched up. At least he know he put up a fight. He don't like handing shit over. He don't like no kind of passive thing. This boy here, he's gonna have a hard time just living with himself that he couldn't fight back.
That's right.
Right.
Salakia.
If I may, these police are bullies, man. Let me tell you something about police. Whenever you see a policeman in a high visibility jacket, these are the most low-ranking policemen. These are the ones that they get sent out on the streets to walk. You know what I mean? They're not their detectives. They don't wear their own clothes. They ain't gun police. These are low-ranking policemen, and they're just bullies. You know what I mean? They're pissed off because they're under the lowest wage, on the lowest rank of being a policeman. And what do they do? Just looking for problems to chase black boys. You know what I mean? Just to get some respect, just to get some ratings. The lowest ranking, man. And
right.
Let me tell you something about a taser. A taser, it shoots like a sharp barb into your skin, man.
Yeah.
And he shocks you with volts in your body. And this devil did that to a child, man. Imagine, you can't even harm an animal in the UK without going to jail, man. If you harm an animal in the UK, a man put a cat in the wheelie bin and got locked up, man. But meanwhile, you can shoot voltages through the body of a young black boy, man. It shows that these persons got no mercy. If you was to kick a dog, the same devil will say, you can't do that. That's a dog, man. You can't. That's terrible. But meanwhile, he can headlock a brother, man, and shoot an electric barb into his body, man. That's disgusting. This is a person that we deal with, and all it is that he's pissed off. You know what I mean? He's a low-ranking officer. You know what I mean? He gets to roam the streets while all of his other colleagues get to wear their own clothes. They're detectives, they're gun police, they do paperwork. He gets to roam the cold streets of England. And he's just pissed off, man. And when he sees you in a blazer going to school, he's angry. Why? Because he got problems of his own, man. He got probably low self-esteem. He hates himself. Probably was bullied at school. And he sees you, a black man, handsome, walking the streets, getting girls. And therefore, he got to make a big deal because, you probably looked at him funny, or you probably smoking weed. He makes it like it's the biggest crime in the world and got to taser you and lock you up behind bars. That's what it is, man.
That's it. No, you're right,
If I could as well, like, it's crazy because he's headlocking him. Like, you're telling someone don't move and stay there, but you're headlocking them. Like, what are they supposed to do? Like, let you choke them to death? Like, you grab anyone, they're gonna move. Like, you choke him and you tell him don't move. And then you taser him. Like, with these police, it's like you just can't win, man. Like, you can't win. All they want to do is harm us and oppress us. And that police officer was happy to pull out the taser, man. He tasered him like when he's holding the taser, you can tell that this man's been waiting to deploy his taser his whole life, man. He pulled out his taser and it feels like a big man using it on a child, man. Like, there wasn't no other way. This is what they teach you, man. In the police, they're supposed to teach you that though you've got these tasers and stuff, you should use them only at the last resort, man. But these like use them any chance they get. Like you there's no such thing as a good police officer, but someone with a bit of dignity and class will know. You know what? All of these mechanisms that they use should be the last resort, man. This man uses it first. Even the women were screaming, "He's got asthma. He's got asthma." Because now, if you got asthma and you get tasered, some people die from it, man.
Yeah.
And then, okay, it's a child. He's been tasered. He's probably confused, and they're still telling him, "Put your hands behind your back." He's on the floor, confused, man. Like, how much things you want him to do at one time? You want him to stay in one place, put his hands behind his back. He can't do everything at once, man. And I guarantee you, these police are going to be justified in their actions. A part of me is starting to think, when you're putting complaints to the IPCC, the same police officer that done the crime is the same one that just reads the letter and throws it in the bin.
Yep.
I'm starting to think it's the same police officer that picks up the letter, laughs about it, and throws it away. Because I'm yet to see police get charged for anything, man. Actually, then again, you know what? Some police maybe do want to get charged, because if you get charged, people just pay you 50 grand into your GoFundMe anyway. So
Right.
what does it matter? Just taser who you want, because you're gonna get 50 grand for it if you lose your job anyway. You're gonna get more, like Captain Croft, you said you're a low. These is low police officers. So why not taser someone and get 50K a year just off? I see why they do it. So lucky.
You're so right. If I could, Graffy, if I could get a video here. This is on abc.com website. This is a video showing what happens to your body when you get tased. If I could, Karathi, you mind moving the number? Because I think it's blocking, because the video don't have no audio.
I've moved it, sir.
All right, I'm gonna hit some block. It says pulling the trigger breaks open a compressed gas cartridge inside the gun, sending the electrodes into contact with a body and releasing a charge that flows into the muscles. Taser has two settings: pulse, which causes muscles to contract at random, and drive stun, which uses pain to elicit compliance. So you have two different I guess modes they could do, where they have one that has just caused your muscles to start to cramp and release and contract, like pulsing. And then there's another one called drive stun, which is to drive pain until you stop, which means they could control the delivery of the pain and increase it until you stop, or increase it until it reaches its limit. You understand?
Oh gosh.
Right? So as you hearing that young brother screaming and yelling on the ground, you don't know which one of them things he using, and more than likely is the one that just driving pain, because he done got hit. He on the ground. He ain't rolling around. If you notice, he wasn't rolling around and acting out. He was just there yelling, because they could continue driving volts into you to get you to stop. Now, once again, this young boy, all he was being black in a house. They probably look at him and saw something more masculine than themselves. And
That's
like you
right.
say, correct, you're just being bullies and just want to, just want to feel like if they they handled something big and strong and they took something apart. Like look at it. Like the boy on the ground, he yelling and he ain't moving. Like that's crazy right there. That's absolutely crazy. After you had him in a headlock, like what you already put him in a headlock. You bring him out to your homie and then let him go. Look at him. He just yelling. That's wild.
That's a luck, you say?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just wondering where's the protest?
Where's the Palestinians now? Yeah, I mean, where's the Palestinians now who have all black friends?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, all the Arknauts, all the Arknauts and Kalas and Gulas and all of them. Where all of them at now?
That's right.
Man, listen, we better look at this Palestinian thing and understand that there's no help for us in this earth. Nobody will feel sorry for us. Nobody. It's up to we had to feel sorry for ourselves. These oppressors give a man on a walker 800,000 pounds. A woman get choked out in Peckham and she don't have her own store yet.
Right.
All these black celebrities and black actors, nobody come to her and say, hey, here's 1.5 million. We're gonna buy this building, kick this oppressor out who choked you, and you're gonna open up a shop here. You understand? You're gonna open up a shop here. GoFundMe for this sister to open up her black-owned store so she don't have to buy from nobody else. People could just come buy from her. Like we had to now realize, man. Like we had to come together, O nation not desired, like the Bible says. Right. Gather together, O nation not desired, because we are absolutely not desired in this place.
That's right.
Absolutely, I'm done with that. Slovakia. That's crazy.
Slovakia, say, it's crazy you mentioned that hair shop. You know why? Because what they've done, they've changed the name now. So they've changed the name to something Kings and Queens. So now there's a black-owned shop with the same name in Wolverhampton, and those East Indians have stole the name. So people think they're linked when they're not linked. I seen it the other day. Let me see if I can find the thing.
They probably changed the name so that when people tell you, hey, a girl got choked in this store, let me look up the story. The name of the store in the story is going to be different from the name right now. And that's what they always do. That's to deflect any sort of responsibility from them. Just change the name. They'll put somebody new in there for a year, and then he'll come back on the front. He'll come back and be the face of it. Yeah,
if I may, last week the owner of the store went live and said he got to feed his kids bread and water because since the choking thing, he can't feed his kids. I'm thinking, hold on, I hope he's trying to get hope he's trying to seek no mercy of us. I'm not concerned, man. You choke a sister and now you're trying to look mercy about, like, trying to say, guys, please now, just cool off now, man. My kids gotta eat, man. Listen, you didn't care about our kids when you were choking them. Right. This black woman got kids too. You didn't give a damn when you was choking to death. Now all of a sudden, you want us to consider your kids. We ain't concerned, man. Your kids will be all right.
Hey, listen, man, he better thank the Lord that this didn't happen in a couple generations ago where he'd have been dragged outside and his store burned down.
That's right.
Like he better be very fortunate for the present generation where he gonna get off easy with a little protest and some ugly memes and some bad publicity on Twitter. But there was a time when he did this, she would go home or send some young boy running down the street and they would call the boys on them. And it'll be 24 hours of burning and looting.
Right.
He better be thankful that he get to give his little brats bread.
Right.
That's right.
Better be thankful. Better be thankful. Like, that's crazy. You found the Dumbo?
I sent the link.
No sweat. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Listen, man. You'll continue rocking England out, man. You'll continue rocking England and building up England and taking ground. That's what you need to do now. Take more ground. The Lord and bless you with some wonderful, loyal brothers, disciplined warriors, men who love the work, love the Lord, love the brotherhood. Go find more of them. Go find more and spread this thing around, because I want to see these heathens go hungry. I want to see them with bread line. I want to see them begging. I want to see them eating out of cans, eating cold sardine and moldy bread and drinking water. I want to see them going through that, because they're living fat off of us. You go fish this school up, fish it up, bring brothers and sisters into here, and let us have our own community, and we'll be good, because we'll take care of ourselves, because we have everything that they pay for. And they take it from us and then make us buy it back from them. You go build up this whole zone and let me see them Pakis on the bread line. Let me see them Eastern Europeans on the bread line, them Hamites starving. That's what I want to see, brother. Because they get to violate us and go home. They get to violate us and go home and drink tea and enjoy life. While we had to suffer. This young boy now, he had to spend the next few years of his teenage life, asking questions. Why this happened to me? What could I do different? How could I avoid this? He had to go self-medicate. And now this is in the age of cell phones. So he get to watch this footage over and over. Brother, they just destroyed this young man. Totally destroyed this young man, and they would never do that to one of their own. They don't even tase hooligans like that.
That's right.
A football game let out and them hooligans mashing up stuff and tearing up stuff. They don't do that to them. If you don't understand that these people hate us, man, I don't know what else to tell you.
That's right. Look. Come on, Carl.
You know what I mean? If you can't find it, don't sweat it. We up on the time, I think, anyway, correct. Unless you wanted to run another one.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a Peckham Hair and Cosmetic Shop, known for its controversy, has rebranded. It's called it Kings and Queens Beauty Supplies. So that's a rebranded thing. But with that, you know what I mean? For everyone for logging in, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Come down to 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. Contact the school on 079-607-46784. We're on TikTok, ISUPK United Kingdom. We're on Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you log in, man. Make sure you watch loads of content. We got a food program also. You know what I mean? With the cost of lives. What's it called? It's called Cuzzy Lives. That's the name of Cuzzy Lives. That's the acronym now, Cuzzy Lives. Now, the shorten it. Talk about the shorten the cost of living crisis to Cuzzy Lives, Because of Cuzzy Lives, make sure if you're Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, contact number, get yourself some food, man.
What do they call it?
Cuzzy Lives.
So you see how they are? They try to make this thing sound nice and fluffy like a puppy.
God. So
Cuzzy Lives.
I still say, yo, since Cuzzy Lives, I've had to cut back on petrol, man. Since times are hard since Cuzzy Lives. It's a new shortened version of the cost of living.
That's crazy. That everything got to be a whole, just happy-go-lucky. Cuzzy Lives and try to make some shit sound, nice when you stifling people. You're literally stifling people, choking people out, and slow boiling people. Like, bro, this place.
They did the same thing with Meghan. With the whole Harry and Meghan, they made a name for it called Mix It. The British people's crazy.
Just comical. I think this is what you're talking about here, right? Where he rebranded. That's crazy. Kings and queens, and even that is racist. Even that is racist. Like I should make a store selling, I don't know, saris and something, and call it kalas and gulas. They would never ever buy from me ever. It's crazy. Go ahead, Captain.
With that, we're gonna be outside the Boring tomorrow.
Bam.
High Street. You know what I mean? Do what we do best. You know what I mean? Lighting up the streets. You know what I mean? With the spiritual warfare, waking up Blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. You know what I mean? Putting heathens in their place. Lord allow, you know what I mean? Get a boot kiss. You know what I mean? Got fresh Dr. Martens at no lips have touched them yet. You know what I mean? But we're gonna be out there and blaze. They're lip free. You know what I mean? Just waiting for heathen to kiss them. You know what I mean? But we're gonna do what we do best. Be out in the streets. You know what I mean? I had a guest for man today, but you know. So lucky, we'll hold it back next week.
Next week, man. Next week we're gonna get back on them guests coming in. If you're watching, you know somebody, whether they're a preacher, imam, just somebody in your neighborhood, in your community, in your ends. It could be even outside the country, Caribbean, America, wherever, and they want to come on the show. Whether they want to come on and battle, discuss some politics, discuss the Bible, whatever it is, man. You know, tune them in. Make sure to type that number, send that number out. It don't matter where on the earth they are. We'll take them on. We'll, have them on the show. You know what I mean? On the ends, man. Go ahead, Karafi.
There you go, man. On the ends, man. The best show in the UK at the moment, man. Make sure you watch it, man. Every Friday, 9 to 11. Big up to Officer Duncan Bar, Captain Bishop Young, everyone in the chat. Appreciate it, man. You come through every week, showing support. In fact, let me give you, man, a shout out. Like, I appreciate everybody. It's a luck, yeah. Now, I appreciate the man, them. Big up to Baraki Allah from Canada. Tasno I from Birmingham. From Birmingham. Get me. Big up a Bar from Birmingham.
From Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? We got Birmingham again, Shower Park. You know what I mean? We got the BMW Sifna. We got Manchester's finest. You know what I mean? Tazapo one.
Right.
You know what I mean? We go to everyone in the chat, man. Who else we got in there?
Right, yeah. Obadiah, Zeph Israel. I don't know who that is. Big him up still.
From Dudley, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Everyone, for coming in. And keep sharing, subscribing, interact with us. We got UPK, you know what I mean? Yaquam, you know what I mean? Everyone's, for coming through.
Lake Charles, Louisiana. Big up Louisiana in the house. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Make sure you pay your Passover fee. You know what I mean? $200. You know what I mean? Make sure you contact the school, book that flight. You know what I mean? In the whole nine. You know what I mean? With that, you say shalom. We'll be here again. Shalom.
Thumb.
This is a Batman tune. I promise you. This shit lit, cuz. This shit lit. Alright? Run that joint.
Niggas looking for the light. Me and my niggas prepared for the dog. Yeah. So we gon' get it on for the last days. I already know what it is. 140 for the rebel.
They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog. You with us or not? We can get it on when it's on. It don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy. You on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop on. I die for I let my colors fly, boy. For a nigga take me, they a drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop pig. Say cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did, it really gon' rough. Little bitch think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. From the city where they sing about that ribbon like petty poops. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from some hillbilly move. He made my life feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze on One West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet, that's my enemy. A little nigga, this that cult, need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup, I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog. You with us or not? We can get it on when it's on. It don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy. You on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Tell them niggas good night, here come the bitch. Look, told them niggas get right or get left. UPK bad man, I pin to your flesh. Hellboy, rip the soul out of dead man shit. Got the rate, the power, I been a showstopper. Yeah, they might hate, but I know they gon' watch. Zone on lock, and you know the flow prop. Iced out, got the drip out of David Jones lock. Know I got the plan, they say that you the man. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one you heard about. Burn down the building, let them all watch. Throw that one west up, then I swerve. Sick with this shit, I do not need a detox. He don't watch a step, blow him out them Reeboks. We taking over, I'm sending the word out. Can't see me, little nigga, I put you in a bird box. Look, it's one West practical, gladiator, maximum. Creep on them slow, but they Glock 5 rapido. All I want is more power, more straps to blow. Ain't got excuse for no car, he gon' have to go. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog. You with us or not? We can get it all when it's on. It don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy. You on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out.